I learned this the hard way. We sent the big campaign, everything looked fine, and then hours later, we discovered a wave of bounces. By the time we noticed, the damage was already done. Wasted sends, bad data, and a nervous scramble to figure out what broke. That's when I stopped treating email tracking like a check it later problem and switched to email webhooks. Here's the simple idea. Instead of your app constantly asking, did anything happen yet? Your email provider taps you on the shoulder the moment something happens. Think of polling like walking to your front door every 2 minutes to see if someone arrived. A webhook is the doorbell. It rings instantly when the event happens. With email webhooks, your provider sends an HTTP post request to your app in real time, usually with a JSON payload, whenever key events occur. That could be bounces, opens, clicks, unsubscribes, or even spam complaints. And the impact is huge. No delay, less server load, and no wasted API calls, just to hear nothing new. So what do you actually need to set this up? 3 moving parts. First, a public HTTPS endpoint on your server, your webhook URL that can accept a post request. Second, your email provider, which monitors events and sends the payload when something triggers. Third, your webhook handler, your code that validates the request, reads the JSON, and kicks off the right action. The flow looks like this. You register your webhook URL, choose which events matter, and then when an event happens, your app receives it within seconds. One critical rule: respond fast. Return a 2xx status code quickly, usually within 5 to 10 seconds, so your provider knows you received it. If processing takes time, acknowledge it immediately and push the work into a background job or queue. Next, secure it. Don't let random strangers post to your endpoint. Verify authenticity with HMAC signatures or whatever your provider supports. Then make your processing idempotent. Providers retry, so you must handle duplicates by storing the event ID and refusing to process the same one twice. Now the fun part, automation. A hard bounce comes in, suppress that address instantly, so you don't hit it again and hurt deliverability. A click event arrives, trigger a follow-up sequence at the exact moment interest is highest. And if you want to test locally, use a tunneling tool like ngrok so your provider can reach your dev machine over HTTPS. If you've been relying on polling, you're not just slower, you're spending resources to constantly ask questions that you don't need to ask. So here's your next step. Build one webhook endpoint today. Register it with your email provider and start with the events that protect your sender reputation, especially bounces. If you want a step-by-step walkthrough and best practices for retries, security, and duplicate handling, subscribe and watch the next video, and drop a comment with your email provider so I can tailor the examples.